going to talk about shadow work today. So, does anybody know what is shadow? Shadow work. What do we let's break all myths. What do we understand by shadow? And do you see there is no randomness in life, huh? Because I introduced Savli to you right in the beginning of the session. And Savli in Marathi means shadow. So there is no randomness. There's no just because in life. The universe comes together and conspires and makes you see what you need to see. So what do you mean by shadow? Shadow kya hota hai? Let's look at it in a very simple language. What do we understand and mean by shadow? Come on, guys. Simple common sense.
Darkness, can I say?
Okay. Vani, a little, thoda sa variation.
Yeah.
Do you see a shadow in darkness, or do you see a shadow when you face the light?
When we face the light.
Right. So shadow is the dark side of us when we face the light.
Okay.
Is it a agreeable
Yes.
definition for all of us?
Yes.
That shadow is the dark side of me that is there behind me when I am facing the light. Now let's put this analogy to practice or into practical information. When I'm looking at the light, what does that mean? When I'm looking at good sides of me, when I'm looking at something that is in my awareness, something that I am aware of. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So when we look at shadow or when we look at light, we are looking at what works for us. Okay. When we say what works for us, we are talking of life is working fine. There are certain concepts or certain areas of my life that I am working or I'm using those traits of me very easily, very frequently. And that is what we call our personality. When I ask each one of us that, okay, if I have to ask who is Aarti, give me adjectives that define or describe Aarti. Same goes to Vidushi. Give me adjectives that describe Vidushi, Jaideep, Vani Shri, Sanika, Sushim, Tushar. Give me adjectives that define you. Sushim, I have never seen you. May I request you to have your video on, because then I will have a face to the name. Sanika, Tushar, Vidushi, Aarti. No ideas?
No, do we have to describe us? No.
Adjectives. Just give me plain, simple adjectives that will define you. Who is Vidushi?
I'm I'm somebody who really loves to travel, thrives on positivity, and is very
Loves to travel is a verb. Who is a Vidushi who loves to travel?
adventurous. Adventurous.
Okay, adventurous. And what is the opposite of adventurous?
Ghar ghuso.
Boring.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Then who else is Vidushi?
Vivacious.
Okay, and what is the opposite of vivacious?
Silent.
Is it silent?
I don't know. What is somebody who's really quiet, doesn't talk?
Maybe introverted, maybe somebody who's shy,
Yeah, somebody who's just quiet personality.
who's in self-doubt. Vivacious is somebody who's out there and very bold and very larger in than life.
Yeah, correct.
So somebody who's shy or introverted or
Yeah.
maybe self-doubting.
Yeah.
Okay. Sanika, your traits?
Um, Skip to
Who
the
is
next
Sa?
and come back.
Okay. Aarti, Vanishri, Jaideep. Traits that define you. Who are you? Now, each one of you become aware of how suddenly when a question pops up, especially in our awareness program, this question to in the outside world would be very easy to answer. I am A, B, C, D, E. When it is in awareness, when we know that we are raising our bar of awareness, suddenly we go into a reflective mode or an introspective mode. Okay, if I say this, what is Pallavi going to say? What are everybody going to think? What are the traits? Am I really this? Am I really this person? And all these questions start to pop up in our head, right? So there is self-doubt. There is also a need to look good to others, right?
Yes.
Become aware of these traits. These are traits that I'm aware of. So these are traits that are in the light. I see them. Okay. Exactly 180 degrees opposite is your shadow. Because light upar hai, over you. So then the shadow is in front. When you are looking at something, shadow falls behind you. Because the light is thoda sa upar. I mean, diagonally upar. Awareness. Now, what is it that I'm not seeing about me? If I can use this example that Vidushi gave, she said she's adventurous. And then she's saying, I'm not boring. Do you agree, Vidushi? Yeah. Now, for Vidushi, the boring Vidushi is in the shadow. Remember, I have said this to you before, that we live on a polarity. We are not stable. We are not in one end. Because if we are in one end, we are stuck. And stuck is a feeling nobody enjoys. Imagine your life, Vidushi, that you are adventurous 24/7, 365 days in a year. Will you not crave for boredom once in a while? Will you not say, Arey, yaar, slow down. I don't want this life. I want at least a few days to myself.
Yeah. You're right. I do that. When I've had a very outgoing week, I shut down the next week, and I do it very consciously because
So
I'll fall sick.
then if people see Vidushi in that mode, would they not consider Vidushi boring?
Yeah, that time they do. But I also shut down. I also don't interact much that time.
Correct. Correct. What is the definition of boring for Vidushi?
Somebody who's just eh, I think, you said introvert, but I know a lot of introverts who are
No,
very
no.
crazy
Adventurous,
also.
introvert is different. We are talking of adventurous versus boring.
But I would not say boring. I would say self-absorbed.
Okay. So internalized. When you're adventurous, you are externalized. When you are withdrawn, you are internalized.
Yeah, very big, majorly.
Right? Now understand that in Vidushi's case, she's aware that she is internalizing and she's doing things consciously.
Yeah.
Now let's look at areas which we think, Vanishri, what is the worst that will happen if people judge you or if people make a opinion of you which is maybe not the real you?
You
Thank
can
you,
use my
Sushil.
example only. You can use my example because I get judged so much.
No, wait, this is because of Vani and I need her to talk about this.
Okay. Yeah. What is the question again you asked me?
I asked, what is the worst that will happen if people make wrong opinions about you? If people say Vanishri is cruel, how would that feel to you? Vanishri is very manipulative. I am telling you traits. I've known Vani for quite some time, and I'm telling you traits that I think Vani doesn't bring to the table. These are not traits that she identifies with. Right?
Yes.
Does that mean you don't have the ability to be cruel and you don't have the ability to be manipulative?
No, I am manipulative.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. But do you realize that in this space of awareness, we have the courage to say, I am manipulative? Do we have the courage to tell this to the outside world? Okay, if somebody says, Pallavi, who are you? I'm manipulative, I'm cruel, I'm jealous, I am a cheater, I am a thief. I'm a liar, I'm the most hottest and sexiest babe on this universe. Do I have the courage to say this to the public? And if I do, what is the next thing that might happen to me? My husband will only go and meet some psychiatrist and say, "Meri बीवी पागल हो गई है." She doesn't have any social inhibitions. She just goes blabbering things randomly. We always want people to look at us in the good light. We always want people to tell us that we are good enough or make good impressions about us. And why is that? Is because we want acceptance from them. We want people to like us, to love us, to own us because they see some value in us. Right? Understand all those traits that we think we don't own, or we keep telling ourselves, I am not this person. They are all your shadow. So, good news is that the shadow is also you, which you have put in the shadow. जो नहीं चाहिए वो सारा हम कैसे माले पे डाल देते हैं. It's still your belonging. It is still something that you have. We have those traits, those abilities, but we put it away because we feel that if I bring those traits to the table, I will not be accepted. Also understand, when we speak of the shadow, we are talking of every shadow has a beautiful positive to it. What is the benefit of being cruel? Please tell me, what is the benefit of being cruel?
Kind.
No, I'm saying benefit. I'm not saying opposite of cruel.
Safeguarding yourself.
Correct? It is safeguarding myself. If I'm not cruel, I might risk my life. How many of us think that we have the ability to murder someone? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm a murderer, by the way.
If need be, in the last circumstance, maybe.
There's no last circumstance. We kill even for fun.
No.
Yes, we do. Mosquitoes, cockroaches, rats, we are killing them. Doesn't that make us murderers? No, but think, no? Logically, are we not murderers? And I see a cockroach running around my kitchen platform and I go, swat. How many of us are gentle enough to hold that cockroach or put it in a bag and then just put it outside the house? जा भाई दरवाजा खोल के दिया, तू बाहर जा. We are not so generous. As soon as I see a cockroach, I go swat. Forget cockroach, mosquito तो बेचारा उड़ रहा होता है, जी रहा होता है, we got ताली मार के उसको मार देते. In the presumption that अगर इसने मुझे काटा तो, काटने के बाद मुझे मलेरिया या डेंगू हुआ तो, अगर मगर के चक्कर में एक की जान ले ली तुमने. Is it right? Is it wrong?
Yes.
According to religion, it is wrong. According to spirituality, it is not right, not wrong. Spirituality does not tell you don't kill, does not tell you don't be cruel, does not tell you, because otherwise the universe would not have made bad things at all. It definitely, there needs to be a balance. You can't have the world lopsided, no, to all good. And if everything is good, what is the value of that good if there is no bad? राम का इंपॉर्टेंस रावण होने तक, कृष्ण का इंपॉर्टेंस दुर्योधन होने तक या कंस होने तक. अगर ये लोग नहीं होते तो वुड वी हैव वैल्यूड देम? उनकी अच्छाई भी नहीं दिखती. Have you seen people who keep their houses clean every single day or have a spick and span house? How many of your family members compliment you for a beautiful, lovely house or a clean house? I promise you nobody does. The day you keep the house dirty, they will ask you, आज साफ नहीं किया? तो सफाई का इंपॉर्टेंस कब? जब गंदगी दिखेगी तब. गंदगी नहीं दिखी तो यू आर टेकन फॉर ग्रांटेड ओनली. द गुडनेस इज टेकन फॉर ग्रांटेड.
Mm.
डू वी अग्री?
Mm.
And please understand that unless we recognize this dark side of us, or the shadow side of us, or the rejected side of us, we are not whole and complete. And then I need validation from people outside of me to prove to me that I'm good. Because I have to look at bad people to prove to myself I'm good.
Mm.
You know that person, oh my God, कितना horrible, कितना unclean है, नहाता भी नहीं है रोज. I तो can't live like this. I have to take a bath every day in the morning first thing. उसके पहले मैं kitchen में भी ना घुसूं. Have we not heard these kind of dialogues, women?
Mm.
We do this all the time. We are owning something because somebody outside there is a mirror of my shadow. मेरा shadow मुझे दिखता है क्या?
Mm.
If I have to see my shadow, what do I need?
Face away from the light.
If I face away from the light, I'm not going to see my shadow. No, my shadow will still fall behind me only, or it will disappear. For me to see my shadow, I have to have a mirror. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
Right? Challenging hai. Is my thought challenge? Get out, Babu. Take your butt out of my face. So the idea is what I see in the mirror is only a reflection of me. So what I see in another person is nothing more than a reflection of me. Now, by these standards or by this concept, can we look at what are the traits in others that I dislike? When I look at somebody, have we not done this? Oh my God, mother-in-law आने वाली है, चिक 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 करेगी. She'll take away my peace, man. I'm going to be walking on eggshells. ननंद आने वाली है, no chance. My God, she's so dominating. Oh my God, Tushar, your friend is coming. Oh, that chatterbox who keeps talking and has no sense of time. उसको भेजना पड़ता है घर से बाहर. Well, good news, all these traits are yours. Because you know how it feels to be that person.
Mm.
Would you be rejected otherwise? You are afraid that people will judge you for being these people because you are judging people who you know like that. And therefore, we end up rejecting these aspects of us which we think are not working for us. Good news is, let me tell you, whether you own them or you don't own them, but these dark secrets or dark shadows that are mine are actually helping me to survive.
Mm.
Suppose if I don't swat that cockroach on the table, chances are that it will infect my food, it will infect the water, I will drink it unknowingly, and my health will be at stake. So just to protect myself, I am preempting and killing someone. We are killing someone in preempting danger to my life. Even the mosquito that I'm swatting because it is annoying. Even if it is not going to bite me, even if my blood is not sweet enough for the mosquito, I am going to swat that mosquito because it is annoying. And if I'm annoyed, my moods are going to be wronged, or my moods are going to be not okay. And then my interaction with my external world changes. Don't we say, अरे वो चिढ़ गया होगा इसलिए ऐसा किया. Or maybe have we not given justifications about people and said that, oh, somebody is okay to be angry, somebody is okay to do something that's not wrong because their moods were not okay. Or this I've heard many times amongst women. Don't irritate her, she must be PMSing. Constant label hai. Not every woman who's menstruating is PMSing. And it doesn't have to be the ulterior truth. It's just that because a woman is irritated, then she must be menstruating. Becomes a very standard label that we add to people. Am I making sense? Or am I disconnected? I can't hear you, Vidushi, if you said something. Sorry.
No, no,
Not
no.
to.
I'm listening to you. I said yes. I understood it.
Achha. So the idea is that the dark shadow is something that we need to do or acknowledge or accept about us. You know what is worse? We rejecting our white shadows. White shadows are those labels, are those traits that we are shy. We feel, oh my God, I can't be this person. I cannot be God. No, 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 no. Don't we feel awkward when people say, oh my God, तुम तो मेरे लिए भगवान हो. Oh my God, I am so grateful. हर बार आके अगर आपके पाँव छूने लगे, आपको भगवान भगवान बोलने लगे, don't you think we'd become awkward about it? We are okay to be called a devil, but we are not okay to be called God. कोई बोलेगा तुम शैतान हो तो चल जाएगा, पर कोई बोलेगा कि तुम गॉड हो तो नहीं. Because in some level, we are not willing to accept that we have this God part in me. किसी को तो भगवान दिखता है ना हम में. Ask our pets. I'm sure Vanishri will agree. Even Aarti will agree. Even I will agree. Even Jaideep will agree. Jaideep disappeared. Even Jaideep will agree. Because Jaideep has turtles and he has turtles and birds in his house. People who have pets, the pets think of you as God. तुम कितने भी गंदे हो, तुम कितने भी, for the animal you are God. Oh my God, you've come home. And if they could do a dance when you come home, they'd be very happy. मेरा पिया घर आया, not पिया मेरा भगवान घर आया, वो राम जी वाला गाना गाते थे. Right? They get very excited.
ऐसे तो suppose you left your phone somewhere and someone actually runs behind you to give your phone to you. That person is also God sent, man.
It is God sent. I'm not talking about that person being God. I'm saying you being God.
Oh.
I'm not saying somebody else is God. We are okay. हम 100 बार लोगों के पांव छुए. We are expecting someone else to be a God. But when somebody says you are God, then it becomes very awkward. Somebody says, oh my God, you are the hottest person I have ever seen. How do you react to this? What would your next reaction be?
I say no, 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 no.
Why?
I'm not good at taking compliments.
We are not good at taking compliments. Most of us are not good at taking compliments. We are okay to take criticism. Because we say, अरे criticism है, चल ना ठीक है ना. And this is very Indian concept. This is very Asian concept. I won't even say Indian. It's a very Asian concept. You compliment a Westerner and they say, thank you. Hey, why? Thank you. And they compliment you back. When it comes to Indians and you compliment an Indian, hey, you can't do this. You compliment an Indian, we become very awkward. You know, this happened to me once. I was traveling in a train and I told this one lady, you travel every day. So it is that time when I used to travel in the train. I don't do that anymore. But when I used to travel, a regular travel, there was a lady who was sitting near the window seat. And the sun was reflecting on her face and she was wearing a beautiful pink sari. And I told her, hey, you know what? You should wear this pink color more often because it gives a lovely glow to your face. You really look very pretty. She became so awkward about this compliment. She said, तुम कुछ भी बोलो, मैं अपना सीट तुमको नहीं देने वाली. So awkward to receive a compliment because we believe that when somebody is complimenting, there is an ulterior motive in their intention. बिना वजह कोई compliment नहीं करता. You know, if somebody says, hey, you're looking very beautiful, you go and check the mirror. इसकी आंख खराब हो गई है क्या? कहाँ? Nothing. When somebody says, hey, that is a lovely dress or an outfit that you are wearing. And how do we react? ये 2 साल पुराना है. मैंने नहीं बोला नया है. मैंने सिर्फ इतना बोला, it's a lovely shirt or a lovely kurti or a lovely sari. But then when I receive a compliment, we become very awkward because we don't want to believe that about ourselves. We believe that people are having ulterior motives. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. क्यों मुझे praise किया? We are trained from childhood to not receive compliments. And the idea is to understand that the beauty or the goodness or the compliment is in the eye of the beholder. इसमें तुम्हारा कोई trait ही नहीं है. इसमें nothing to do with you. Like I said, you see yourselves in another. तो जो भी तुम्हें कॉम्प्लीमेंट दे रहा है ये उसके बारे में है, तुम्हारे बारे में है ही नहीं. तुम सिर्फ मिरर हो. So if somebody is saying that pink looks good on you, you have to be assured the pink is a color that person chooses or likes. If somebody says you're hot and sexy, it is about that person, not you. If somebody says, hey, that's a lovely outfit, you should be assured that that person likes your outfit and probably would like to own an outfit or wear this outfit sometime. And similarly, when you give compliments to others, it is about you and not the other person. Unfortunately, because we live in a society, what we are doing, we are just throwing compliments at each other for acceptance. Do we really mean most of the compliments that we give to others?
I do, but sometimes butter up करने के लिए भी करना पड़ता है.
विदुषी, कभी गलती से मुझे मत पूछना how are you doing. Because I did this once. I was going down the elevator. When you meet your neighbor, what do we do? Hey, hi, how are you
Hi,
doing?
how are you doing?
Correct. And once somebody asked me this, how are you doing? And how did I embarrass this person? I told this person, are you sure you want to know how I'm doing? Do you have 30 minutes to know what I'm doing? Because I will have a lot to tell you. Or would you be in a hurry? And if you're in a hurry, then I don't think you want to know how I'm doing. And if it's just a casual salutation, then well, I'm okay. Or I'm good. But if you really intend to know how I'm doing, then I think I need more time than just the lift travel. It's not an elevator speech for me. Trupti will resonate with this elevator speech. No, Trupti?
Yes, sorry.
You may not, no, you may not remember you may not know the context in what I'm saying, but you know what is an elevator speech.
Yes, that I know.
So it is, elevator speech is about talking to the person only to the extent that you are traveling in the elevator. And as soon as the elevator stops, the doors open, you don't care. Or the other person doesn't care. So you have to finish your conversation in that elevator travel. The higher on the floor that you are, the better for you. More time. The idea of asking someone, how are you doing? Okay, let me tell you what actually happened with that person. The person got so embarrassed about that question that he realized that he should not have asked me that question. And then he said, hey, you know what? I'm really sorry, but I would really be keen on knowing what's happening with you. Is it okay if we meet in the evening where you can either come home or I can come to your house, and I really would want to know what's happening with you. That is a genuine thing that you can do. I can't hear you. You are muted, Vidushi, if you're talking to me.
I was killing an insect on my bed, sorry.
With fingers like this? See, murderer, Vidushi, murderer. We just spoke of becoming murderers. The idea is that we are also on the other side of the table when we are judging or when we are opinionating or when we are rejecting a certain trait about someone.
No,
And
did
that
you know
is,
that guy? Did you know that guy in the elevator?
we traveled. We live in the same building.
Okay, nice of him. That's sweet. Okay.
Yeah, because it was embarrassment next level, no?
But Pallavi, you know what? You have to be very solid today. If somebody checks you like that and
Mm.
says something like what you said, nobody talks like this today. But for him to say, okay, I'd really like to spend time with you to get to know how you're doing, that's sweet.
Yeah.
He didn't
And
take it personally.
no, but then they also, I didn't say it rudely. For somebody to take it personally, I have to sound rude. No, I didn't sound rude. I sounded very genuine and assertive. And I also cleared it up with this person that, look, I understand that we are so busy that we often say things that we don't mean, and we don't mean what we say. When I say, how do you really want to know how are they doing? And how many times have we labeled people as cry babies? अरे किसको कभी भी पूछो how are you, उसका अपना cry baby का story शुरू हो जाता है. They're always complaining only. Yeah, you don't even want to know how somebody is doing because you're jealous of that they're always successful. Hello, Trupti's baby. So the idea is that we are looking, or we are always wanting people to like us, and we put our best foot forward. Again, understand, the best foot forward is not necessarily the best foot forward. It is what we think is the best foot forward. Also, become aware that when we are interacting with people, if somebody wants to hear something negative, you give them negative. If somebody wants to hear something positive, we give them the positive. If somebody is okay with, if you find somebody who's bold and dashing and they say, hey, you know what, I did this with them. Or say, मैंने एक तमाचा खींच के लगाया उसको. You are a pleaser to that person so often that you're not saying, hey, it was not the right thing to do. You shouldn't have hit this person. What do we end up doing? बराबर तो किया. You should दो और मारना था, एक ही मारा, दो और मारना था. We are actually validating what the other person wants to hear, not what we truly feel about it. And then we go outside and we begin to gossip. तुझे पता है उसने ना उसको तमाचा मारा. My God, what a short temper. How many of us can be authentic selves? How many of us can we really say are authentic in what we feel, what we say, what we do? Do we have the courage to be authentic? It takes a lot of courage to
I
be.
am to
I
quite an
know.
extent.
Now pause.
And I get
Pause.
dramatic
Pause.
also.
Okay, stop. Authentic, Vidushi, doesn't necessarily mean saying only things that others would fear saying. The Vidushi that I don't see very often is the super sensitive Vidushi who will keep quiet when she's insulted. The super sensitive Vidushi who might just feel teared up when she sees something that touches her heart. So you are saying I am because you're saying I can bring the harsh side to the table. But do you know what your shadow is? The shadow is the delicate, the sweet, the soft part of you that is under the carpet. When
True.
somebody says, you know what, you are such a horrible person, you're this, what is the obvious reaction? Ha, hu main, to kya? This is how I have survived. You won't say, hey, wait, I'm hurting. Why would you say something like this? Could you tell me what about my behavior makes you feel like this? This is also an authentic part of me. This is also a genuine part of me. It also depends on what do I want from the interaction of this other. Do I want to create a boundary between me and the other person and say, stay there, don't come close to me? Or am I trying to say, I am stronger than you? अगर तूने एक तमाचा मारा तो मैं 100 चढ़ा दूंगी. Or am I saying, hey, wait, I'm hurting. I need time out. I'm going to put up a soft boundary. I'm going to see how this is working with me, how I'm feeling about this. And then I take a step back and I say, hey, you know what? I didn't really appreciate what you said to me the other day, but I guess that is the way you speak. And this is how I felt. Was your intention to hurt me, or was your intention to make me feel down or make me demean me? I'm feeling demeaned by this conversation. Is that what you want me to feel? And most of us do not express our emotions honestly, truthfully, and authentically to someone else because we are afraid that we are giving the key of our happiness to the other person. When somebody has hurt us or said something nasty or said something painful to us, and they say, hey, sorry, don't take me seriously, or I was just joking. How many of us have the courage to say, no, I was hurt. I'm sorry, but please next time, don't make this mistake. I would appreciate if you don't pull my leg like this. What do we say usually? It's okay. It's okay, Re. It's okay. दोस्ती में चलता है. No, thank you, no, please. Sorry, boss. दोस्ती में ही thank you, please आना चाहिए. Don't take relationships for granted is one. We discussed this last time about social wellness. But when we are talking of being authentic, can I tell someone that, hey, your actions, your words hurt me, or I didn't expect this from you. And I didn't expect this from you. Huh? You are my best friend. No, you shouldn't have said this. This tone is harsh. Can I really bring up the genuine, soft, hurt part in me? We are afraid. We are afraid that people, if they see our vulnerability, they are going to misuse our vulnerability. They'll keep doing it again and again and again. And if this is what I see in others, who is the person who's going to do this again and again and again? Me. Because I am seeing my projection in that other person. If I think somebody is going to abuse my emotions again and again and again, I am a person who abuses people's emotions again and again and again. Is it shaking our foundation? Is it destroying what we think we know about ourselves? Right? The idea is, what do we do then? What do we do? Accept what is. अरे इतना आसान थोड़ी होता है acceptance. I have made my opinions. I have made my belief systems. How can I just accept everything and anything as it is, as a part of the universe? Just give me a second. Just give me 1 second. Yes, I was screaming at my maid because my cat was meowing. He wanted to go out. And I didn't want you all to see this weird part of me who's screaming and yelling. So the idea is that when I want to be, how many of us want to be authentic selves and not have the masks? You know what we did? We did this. I want to be, but I'm not sure.
No.
I want to be, but I'm not sure. हाँ यार, I want to be. Put your hand up straight, upright, if you want to be. हाथ ऊपर करके नीचे मत करो. Yes. Sometimes we need the courage to say, I will try to be authentic.
Yes.
Or I will be authentic as much as I can without feeling vulnerable about my authenticity.
Mm.
Now, what do I mean by authenticity? Homework. Do मैं सबको homework?
Yes.
This whole 1 week, I
Mm.
suggest
Mm.
become aware of what about another person or a
Mm.
situation annoys each one of us. Like people who are late, I get annoyed by them because I am punctual. And if I am punctual, then people need to be punctual. So when
Mm.
people are not punctual, they are irresponsible or they are disrespecting my time. Now, if somebody is disrespecting my time, I get angry. And I get angry because I feel taken for granted. So,
Mm.
what I need to write down, I don't take people for granted. Because if I don't take people for granted, only then I have a right to say that someone should not take me for granted. If I take people for granted, then everybody else has a right to take me for granted, no?
Mm.
But when somebody takes me for granted, I'm angry.
Mm.
I will not wait for you. You have to wait for me because I am important. My time is important. You are not. और तेरे को क्या काम है? तू अगर आधा घंटा वेट भी कर लिया तो क्या बिग डील? You are only a housewife. I am a working woman, okay? I have back-to-back appointments and you have 15 minutes only. Have we not done these things with people and significant people? So homework is look at the traits that we don't like in another person and write those traits down. They're adjectives. They're not action words. They are adjectives. And write them down. Okay?
Mm.
Make a list of at least 10 words.
Mm.
I'm sure we have hundreds. But at least make 10 list of 10 words. When we
Mm.
make a list of 10 words, then we can turn around and look into the mirror and every day take one adjective that has annoyed you in another person. And
Mm.
stand in front of the mirror and say, Pallavi, you take people for granted. Pallavi, you take people for granted. Pallavi, you take people for granted. And who is a person who takes people for granted? Somebody who's disrespectful. So I am disrespectful. I am disrespectful. I am disrespectful. I am disrespectful. You will realize the more and more you say that word, I am disrespectful. I am disrespectful. Your body energy begins to change. You start to feel, for me, my throat started to feel uneasy right now. I had to swallow and push down that disrespectful word down the throat because that's not me. So you keep saying it till you cry. You will. I promise you, you will.
Mm.
And once you break down, you have that breakdown, you will become okay with being disrespectful. So when somebody is disrespectful to you, it does not trigger you anymore. You have broken that trigger and you have become accepting of that trait.
Mm.
Do that with negative shadows first.
Mm.
And do this as a continuous process. Then do it with positive shadows.
Mm.
Make sense?
Yes.
How many of us commit to doing this for ourselves?
1 minute, Pallavi. What is a positive shadow?
I am sexy. I am hot. I am the most beautiful girl on this universe. I am very, very super rich. I am the richest person on this universe. If I don't believe, where am I going to manifest it from? The minute, keep saying, no, I am competition to Mukesh Ambani. See how we laugh. Because that is something unfathomable to our mind, conscious mind. ए चल पागल, कुछ भी बोल रही है. Mukesh Ambani is insecure about me financially. Why not? When you begin to believe it, you will get closer to it, no? अगर बिलीफ ही नहीं है तो उड़ोगे कैसे? We all have a positive shadow, Sushim. I love you for this question. Can you say I am the most handsome man in this universe and all beautiful girls are dying to have sex with me? Why not? That is a white shadow. Do you understand what I'm saying? For many men, being desirable to the most beautiful woman on this earth is a white shadow. Or I am the shortest person on this earth. For us, short is wrong and tall is good. I have had a German client who's almost 7 feet tall, and for him, tall is a bad shadow, and he keeps saying, I'm short, I want to be short, I am short. And that is his shadow. And for him to be short, what needs to happen? Tell me, for him to be short, do you think he is being fake when he says, I want to be short or I am short? Is he being fake?
Is he being fake? No, he has a problem with his height.
Ah, but he's 7 feet tall and his white shadow is, I am short. It's a white shadow. I am short is a white shadow for him. I am short is a dark shadow for us Indians.
Mm.
I
Or
didn't
Asians.
understand it. I didn't understand it. How is it a white shadow? He's telling himself every day he should decrease in height. Bichara.
So usko chahiye na. See, he is short. For him, his height is his dark shadow. What is the opposite of being tall? It's not working for him. Being tall is not working for him. He has to have 2 girlfriends standing on each other's shoulder for any girl to kiss him, right?
Oh, so उसको short चाहिए. उसका काम नहीं बन रहा है side से. Okay, white shadow. Okay. Got it.
So what is, is he cheating himself when he's saying I'm short?
No.
Why? कहाँ मिलेगा उसको? I am short. How will that become his authentic self? He just has to look for a tall person. When he finds a tall person, he doesn't want to be short. He wants to be an adequate height that works for him. Nobody wants to be tall or nobody wants to be short. We want to be tall or short because the ideal person for us is either tall or short. And then we are saying, "Arey yaar, match nahi hua."
Mm.
Or I have to be okay with myself being tall and then be okay with my partner being short or somebody else being short. Short as compared to me. Are these not comparative words in the first place? Confused? Are we good with this?
Yes.
Right? So do we all agree and commit to ourselves and say we are going to start working on our shadow self so that we can become authentic selves?
Mm.
Your biggest power is you are unique. The more you become whole and complete, you are going to be more powerful because there is no other you. The qualities that you have, I promise you, nobody has them. Each one has their unique strengths and unique weaknesses that make us very, very strong and powerful. It's only when we want to become someone we are not meant to be, that is when we have to put effort. When we are our authentic self, there is no effort. It becomes effortless.
Mm.
So let's try and make our lives effortless. Let's try and recognize the most important person of my life, me. And we have a group. You can ask questions. And if you are afraid to ask questions on the group, you can ask me personally, and then I'll take your name off and we put the question up for discussion. Let's
Mm.
utilize the group more holistically, no, not just for announcements.
Mm.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
And if people judge us for questioning, that's their problem. They are idiots and they're choosing to be idiots for a lifetime. Because you look an idiot only once and you have the answer and you're wise. If somebody has a question and they're not asking the question, then they're choosing to be
Mm.
idiots for the rest of their life or until they begin to ask questions. Make sense? So let's make this commitment that we're going to start working on our shadow. And once we start working on our shadow, we are going to embrace the authentic self more holistically and therefore not be triggered by anything around us.
Mm.
Yes. So thank you
Yes.
so much. We come to the end of our talk, our conversations. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to take questions. And I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to topics that you would want to discuss so that it helps me to grow and helps me to grow my community also. No questions? I can't hear you only, Vidushi.
I said no, I'm good. I asked, I'm happy.
Great. Thank you so much, Vidushi.
Just regarding today's talk, I just had a thought that the fear which comes to not embracing my negative like
Shadow.
negative shadow matlab the shadow is that
Hmm.
it will turn me into a bad person. So how do I counter that thought?
That's a very beautiful question, Sushi. See, a bad person is a bad person because he has no choice. He can only be that person and therefore he is bad. If you had a choice of being good or bad, like for example, there is a mosquito, you know it's a dengue mosquito, and if you don't swat it, it might give you dengue. Would swatting him make you a murderer or make you evil?
No, because I have a reasoning behind it.
There's a logic behind it which makes you feel
Yes.
comfortable. Okay. Tomorrow you're walking on the streets. Okay. And you people see you push a old man on the floor, and then you're like, people are like, hey, kitna idiotic person hai. He just pushed the old man and he went away. What is your opinion about this person who pushed the old man and went away?
He's a bad person.
Correct? What if you know this old man was trying to loot him with a knife and he just pushed him and ran away for his own safety?
Yeah, there is a reasoning behind it. Then
And
my opinion changes.
so my opinion is made based on what I see, think, and feel is real. When more information is added and we have a context, things keep changing. A villain becomes a hero becomes a villain just with contexts. So, if you know the context right, would you ever be a bad person? How many of us love to be villains by choice?
Me.
No,
I'm a villain by choice in many situations.
that is because the villain works for you. And you are a villain by choice because in your head, your villain is your rescuer and therefore your villain is your hero.
I need to take sessions from you. I didn't understand it. But anyway, कई बार mummies को भी villain बनना पड़ता है. I'm a mummy
Of
villain.
course, all of us. Now, mummy villain is not a villain because she's trying to push her child down or because she feels that I'm feeling insecure with my child, so I'm going to. You're not Snow White's stepmother, no? You are doing something because in your own head, your daughter needs some kind of reprimand, and you are being a cruel mother or a reprimanding mother according to your daughter. Are you doing it because you are finding peace in disturbing or destroying your daughter's peace? Then how are you a villain? A villain is somebody who enjoys your pain.
A villain is someone who enjoys the. No. Then I'm sorry. I use it wrong. ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है.
Nobody is a villain by choice. Except Pallavi Burke. Because sometimes my husband will ask me, he's right here, he will ask me, Pallavi, how am I looking? And I will not give him an answer also. I just look like this and I'll walk away. And why am I
Villain by choice.
Yeah, villain by choice. Because I know he's seeking validation. And I don't give him validation. So am I not a villain?
You enjoyed that. You're a villain.
No.
Then
It's because I want him to trust his own judgment and not depend on my opinion of how he looks. Because if I tell him how he looks, it's only my opinion. But if he feels good and he looks into the mirror and the mirror is, hey, Tushar, you're looking very nice and you're very bold, he doesn't need validation.
true.
Often when I buy clothes, people think I'm weird because I can buy fluorescent clothes and I can wear them and I carry them amazingly. And people, when I go shopping or they come shopping with me, they say, Pagal, ye kya pehnegi? Fluorescent orange. What are you going to wear? You look so weird. शादी में पहनेगी fluorescent orange. चल रे जगह पका neon light दिखेगी तू. And believe me, when I wear that outfit and I go to a wedding, people have awed me for having the courage and the boldness and the way I carry myself because I trust that color looks good on me. And I'm not seeking people's validation. People will turn around and says, wow, Pallavi, wow, what a color. Wow, you look so cute. I know these compliments will come. I'm not seeking validation. There are often people who tell me, Pallavi, you're looking very nice today. And I say, thank you. I do know that. I don't say, oh, really? Sachi? We don't do that. That is because then I'm being my authentic self. I know it. But thank you for the compliment. Thank you for validating what I already know about myself. There's no harm in saying that to ourselves. Okay. So with such great thoughts, Tushar has reminded me one more time, you are overshot your time, please disappear. So I need to disappear and we need to close our session, but I'll hope to see you soon. If there are questions, we'll have them and suggest topics for next week. We'll take it up.